here possibly we have to explore among the colleagues and the members only. I think people are already having some information and the knowledge to share, and happy to see that people are investing into the capital market. Capital market काफी difficult place नहीं है. Usually we have to see, we have to research, we have to see the fundamentals of the company. Then possibly investing becomes very easy. Most of the people will be investing on the herd mentality. तो आपने ले लिया तो मैंने बोला आपने लिया, Reliance ने आपने guide किया. So possibly invest at a higher price, and today also the market corrected, then it will be a double whammy for me कि यार आपका सुना मैंने पैसे नहीं बनाया. So we have to go with the fundamentals, and possibly we would require people like him who understands finance, Sandeep ji जैसे होंगे, तो it will be easy to analyze the balance sheet. Then investing makes sense because you are going to invest for long term, not for a short term, 3 months or 6 months. Whenever we talk about the equity, it's not less than 10 years, 15 years, then only you can see really a good money to be made. So having said this, I represent BSE-SME in startup. I take care of pan-India basis, the listing of SME in startup. Today we have more than 442 SME listed on our SME platform, and they have raised more than 5,200 crores. Today, that 5,200 crores have been created a market cap of 74,000, which I have seen it yesterday. So that is the wealth creation happened through this platform in last 11 years of the time. Throughout India, we have been traveling. In this month also, I am going to travel 8 days. We have been working for almost 11 years continuously like this, and we would have addressed and met more than 50,000 SMEs. And you can see that the conversion is 442. 50,000 SME has been met by my team member, more than 10 people across India. One-to-one meeting I'm talking about in 11 years of the time. I would have individually met more than 4,000 people in last 6.5 years. So it's not an easy task for you to convince you to come to equity market. As he said, a lot of bitterness is there with their personal experience and all these things. But it's a market which you have to understand, and then you jump into the market, becomes easy. So a lot of people are making money. That's the reason the market has been going up from 30,000 to 60,000 now. So we have to see which sector we are entering, which company, and what is the balance sheet, how the business grows, projections. A lot of things has to be taken into consideration. Then investing becomes very easy. So I have been doing a lot of events in Delhi. Across India, we have done more than 2,500 events only to promote SME and Startup India in the last 11 years. Startup has been a new baby platform which we started in 2018, December 22nd. And we have more than 14 companies listed. We look forward in next few weeks, we will be listing the 15 company on the startup platform. So it's out and out, IT company can get listed. We started this platform to help entrepreneurs who are investing more into IT sector, something into technology. So let us be buzzword coming up from Modi ji government also, and we could really see a lot of people have been struggling to get funds. That's where we thought an idea. So I was also part of that group which formed, and we launched this platform. And I was instrumental in launching this platform in 2018. And we could really see the platform is growing, and we could really see a lot of companies are coming forward now to list the company to unlock their company's value. So BSE, just to give a background, BSE has been there for 148 years. We are completing 149th year now on this 10th of July. And 2025, possibly, sorry, 48th year. And 50th year we are completing in 2025. And I can say that on the main board, almost we have more than 4,800 companies listed. SME, I told you, 442, and startup is 14. But that has been a huge journey for an organization as a regulator. Now we are also a listed entity. You can see that we are listed on the NSE Stock Exchange. Earlier it was a non-profit making company. Now we are also a listed entity. We also do the same compliance, which probably I'll be throwing you a light on the SME platform, which will be more relaxed for the companies which are small, medium enterprises. So this is just background about the platform. So what we bring on to the table for the people as entrepreneurs who are struggling, as Sandeep ji told, it is a difficult time during the COVID. A lot of companies have closed down, or most of the companies have, the overall turnover has come to half level. Now I think most of the companies are picking up, but not 100%, maybe 30 to 40% of the companies have been picking up well, if the sector has been doing good. So we started this journey 11 years back. It has been a difficult journey for us also to get merchant bankers, the ecosystem. Second, the company to list on the platform, because nobody was agreeing to start the listing of them. So everybody is worried that market hai to thoda problem hoga, because a lot of compliance is there. So when we could really convince, and first company has been BCP, which was the Bombay-based company, finance company, got listed onto the platform. Today we have more than 23 different sector companies listed on our platform now. More than like a chemical company. You have Ritco Logistic from Gurgaon, Delhi-based company, got listed 3 years back. We have jewelry manufacturing, imitation jewelry manufacturing. We have trading companies, facility management, hotel like Kamath Group, Whitley is also listed with us. So a lot of different sector have come, and we have been accepting them because we could really see there has been a value proposition for the investors as well as for the platform also. That's one of the reasons we could really see 5,200 is today valued at 74,000 crores. That's a wealth happened through this platform. I don't know how many people would have watched it or probably would have heard about this. So at 2,500 events, when I spoke about the physical, I left out on webinars, which we did it in 2 years of the COVID. We would have done more than 700 webinars along with CII, FICCI, any India SME forum. We have been doing a lot of events to create this awareness. There has been a continuous effort to really bring in that financial literacy through this platform so the people can come forward and list the company and unlock the value. Most of the people and promoters where we meet, Delhi दिलवालों की है, तो यहाँ पे जो हम बात करते हैं तो थोड़ा सा different रहती है. And I come from a background of Bombay. I've been there for 40 years. I'm a Bombayite rather than a Chennaiite because I'm born in Chennai. I've been there for 40 years here. I shifted to Bombay when I was 10 years old. So मेरा thought difficult था पहले जब मैं दिल्ली नहीं आया था 20 साल पहले. My sister stays in Narayana now for last 20 years. So now I'm almost 20 years I've been traveling to Delhi. So I could really see the way the people behave is a little different from that Bombay. We have fast life over there, and here the people are comfortable and they are a little bit richer than the Bombay. I could really see the little bit of wealth happened in Delhi long back. Now the wealth has been shifting a little bit more to Bombay also. The investor base and the client base, what we could really see in this COVID time in last 3 years, the base of investor which we had, BSE, through this demat account and the investor base has been from 7 crores, it has crossed 11.5 crores now. So a lot of people have started coming and investing through thanks to a lot of online platforms and all this like Zerodha, then a lot of platform coming. A lot of individuals and millennials started investing through the app-based companies and coming into equity market. And thanks to one more thing, I worked for more than 24 years. 6 years I've been with BSE now, crossing 6.5 years now. 24 years has been to asset management companies. I worked for mutual fund industry for 24 years. When we started talking about SIP and all, sir said that I have invested through mutual fund only. We started the journey when the SIP book in the industry used to be not more than 200 crores, 300 crores. Today, when we see the industry, it has grown to 42 lakh crores, the asset under management on the mutual fund. And the SIP book, which is hitting every month, is more than 14,500 crores. That is really the game changer in the industries that we are trying to suck out the lot of money which usually used to impact the market. जब भी हम देखते थे FI pull करती थी market, पैसे sell करती थी, global market कुछ problem हो गया, we could really see the impact on our market. It used to be a very weak market because demography इतना नहीं था, there was not much of a consumption story happening. Then this SIP book has increased in so many years. Now we can really pull out more than 1,80,000 crores coming up from mutual fund industry itself. अगर 2 लाख करोड़ रुपए मार्केट से निकल भी जाता है FIX के थ्रू, we don't have a problem. It's going to be sucked by the mutual fund industry itself. Earlier we used to see कि DIA, domestic institution आके कुछ खरीद लें so that we can keep the market little bit at a certain level. It should not crash. Now we don't have to worry because a lot of consumption story is happening. We could really see 45 to 50% of our population is at a age of 25 to 40. That's a maximum consumption story happens where people get married, they buy a house, they buy vehicles and everything. The overall thought process of the people also and the millennials have changed. Earlier people used to work for 40, 45 years, then they used to buy the house. Now the people are working at 26, they want to have a house at 30, 32. So I'm seeing my own Bhanji staying in Dubai, he wanted to have a house in Dubai. मैंने बोला यार दिल्ली में रहती हूँ, बोला दिल्ली में डैडी का घर है, I don't want to buy it now. The market seems to be hot over there. So उनका thought process is so high, they want to earn, they want to have the assets and they want to enjoy their life also. So that is giving a kicker to our economy. All these things are putting together. If you see, most of the companies, whichever see the larger brands and all, they are dependent on MSSME. If you see the output, export output, the number of products they manufacture, more than 8,000 products they are manufacturing, contribution to GDP, we could really see as an exchange 11 years, 4,800 is a small number. We could really see list on the main board. That is one of the reasons we started this platform. We are confident to get more and more company coming up. Maybe next 5 to 10 years, probably we can see more than 5,000 to 10,000 company getting listed on the platform and creating $1 trillion, a $2 trillion, really a wealth happening into this platform because we are confident as a regulator that we have to handle MSSME sector. It is very difficult for them to understand the capital market. पहली बात तो उनको finance पता नहीं है, तो capital market is a difficult task and a difficult plethora itself. So we could really see pitching. We have been having one-to-one meeting, and we would like to have anybody would be interested after listening to the conversation. And plus, Aslam ji was instrumental for me to come over here. He has listed his entity on our BSE-SME platform. As Sanjeev ji said, we would like to meet and understand your balance sheet, product, sector. Then possibly we can give you an unbiased opinion to you so that you can list and unlock the value. So that is going to be the intention of practically having the session with you. Coming back to the criteria, what all companies can do, what is the criteria we laid on so that you can put it on your this record. We have a simple criteria. The company should be in existence for 3 years. Company का 3 साल का performance होना चाहिए. Out of 3 years, 1 year should be operating profit. We are not quantify the turnover, not even the profit. If the profit margins are very good, attracting funds at the IPO level becomes very easy, and you can raise good number of funds. We have seen more than 100 crores has been the highest which has been raised through this platform in last 11 years of the time. Third point is the net worth of the company or a net tangible assets of the company should be minimum 1.5 crores. Agar plant, machinery, jo bhi aapka, it should be 1.5 crores should be there in the balance sheet. Fourth point is that people should know about the company. There should be compulsory website should be there of the company. Very compulsory to see the product. Want to see the fundamentals of the company, financial. It's compulsory to upload the balance sheet on your platform as well as on my platform. We will be giving you the login ID and password to you. Fifth point is that the company share, which is the physical format, it has to be compulsory dematted so that the people can trade demat form. Last, not the least, the company should not have any litigations. If there is a large litigation against the company and the promoter, we will not give the approval. And if you have a change of promoter before 1 year of filing the document with BSE for listing, then we will not accept, because if there has been a change of large number of percentage of shares being traded, which has been shifted to a new promoter, we want to see the company perform for first 1 year, then probably getting approval becomes easy, because we want to see how the company performs having a new promoter into their company. So this is the simple criteria we have. The company's net worth should also be positive, and most of the paid up capital of the companies on SME, mostly we have observed for 4,000 companies, not more than 10 crores. So we require the paid up capital of the company should be less than 25 crores. Possibly people who are sitting probably have done 1 crore or 5 crores should be the paid up capital. I don't think so. People have put more 5-10 crores on the paid up capital level. Sahi, sir? So that is the simple criteria for the company to list on the SME platform. So here, what is the compliance? That is, I think people would like to know. If compliance zyada to nahi hai, problem to nahi hai. Here, SEBI has made a point that it is a SME company, small medium enterprises. If you start putting burden onto them, it will be difficult because they don't comply themselves, because they are running the company in a taxation model. So they are working into a taxation model. When you're trying to bring them to the wealth creation model and to a compliant, they required some compliance so the people who are putting money as an investor looking forward as a BSE, as a brand on the platform, they should not lose. So what they have made, they have put a minimal compliance to it. They have made the compliance should be half-yearly, not quarterly like the main board. It's unaudited with limited review, audit committee, which can be prepared by your normal CA who's doing your balance sheet now. This is the simple compliance. Intention of SEBI and maybe the exchanges has been that there should be some compliance so that they get compliant. So that brings in more transparency. When they move on to the main board, after 2 years of the time, when they cross 10 crores of paid up capital, they have to take a 2/3 non-approval. It is a smooth sale for you to move from SME to the main board, where you are trading like Tatas of the world and Birla Reliance of the world are getting traded. Even today, when your company is getting listed, the software will not differentiate you, because your company will be traded along with the larger brands of India. Any brand, it is going to be traded along with that. If you want to buy the stock, it is going to be a category M to recognize you, that is, it is listed into a medium enterprises platform. So that is the benefit we are given into the software. It is not going to be differentiated into a separate software, similar software, and same, you can see this terminal, you will be traded. All the company gets traded on the same platform and migrate after 2 years when they want to trade. There is no compulsion. Unless until you cross 25 crores of paid up capital, it is compulsory to shift to the main board. Otherwise, you can do the half-yearly compliance and you can be there. So out of this 442, more than 239 companies are there in the SME platform who have completed 3 to 4 years, but still they want to do the limited compliance and they want to grow the company to a level, then they want to move on, unless until they cross that. So compliances are fairly, after GST coming in place, we are doing the audited one. That one copy, audited copy has to be uploaded to your side and one copy has to be uploaded to the BSE side. This is the simple compliance, which can be held by the merchant banker. Today, Ronak has traveled along with me. He has done more than 5 issues. And they were the first beneficiary from Delhi. Share India is a listed entity of SME. They got listed. Share India got listed in BSE-SME platform. How many years back, Ronak? 2017 is the company got listed at a valuation of 100 crores. Today, the company is valued at 4,200 crores today from 2017 to 2023. So that's the journey they have traveled. The profit, what they started the journey, and today, what is the net profit here shown on the balance sheet? 330 crores is the profit last year, 2023, they are shown on the balance sheet. That's a growth. That's a vision change of the promoter. Sachin ji jab aaya the, Ajay bhai se mile the, jo Sanjeev ji ne bola, he is the mentor for most of the company across India. Both of us develop. Wherever he is not able to go, I travel. I'm traveling to other places wherever he is not able to reach out. Because I come from a South Indian background, I try to reach more of a South Indian companies, become easy for me to communicate with them. So I've been traveling more on that side, but I've traveled more for Delhi also. We've done one event and we have celebrated a listing ceremony of Sharika Enterprises here only, where they got listed in 2017-18 over here. It's a good Noida-based company. So I could really see that the compliance is not a hurdle to you because it's going to be fairly. There will be a lot of handholding. Like Ronak has come, he has been handholding for the last 5 companies. Now they are working on 25 companies, already signed with them from across India. See, we have been traveling for almost, now we can say last 2-3 years we have been traveling. We could really get that a lot of companies are coming up from South, North, Delhi. I think we are working on 2 companies now. He was telling me, discussing on from the Delhi side only. So ये क्या company का नक्शा change हो जाता है, because अब सोचिए कि when they got listed 100, they never thought that there will be a journey of 4,200 in 5 years. I have an experience of a company called Knowledge Marine Engineering Works. I got them listed, just I'm saying about the number, not to be quoted. 37 rupees में मैंने 2021 में April में मैंने list की थी. Today the price is hovering about 1100. When they got listed, actually the profit was somewhere around about 6.5 crores. The profit went on from 21-22 March, net I'm talking about, to 20 crores approximately. This year's has been net, I'm talking about 46 crores. So when they start listing, they could really see that they are into a path of wealth creation. So automatically क्या होता है कि आपका actual turnover is coming onto the balance sheet and actual profit is coming into the balance sheet. So automatically you are trying to unlock the value. And most of the promoter make a mistake is that they see that what all assets, land and machinery, house and vehicle किया है, वो सोचते हैं ये मेरा asset है. Most of the things are depreciating and somewhere you are not getting any rental also. 2, 3, 4% is the rental on the real estate. So I'm telling you, you value the company. If you're making a 40 crores turnover, you value the company and list the company, then the company will be valued to 400 crores or 4,000 crores. That's a benefit. Share India has got it. Now they could really see there has been a value proposition. They have taken over a company called, what is the broking we have taken over? Total Securities has been taken over by them. That's one of the reasons you could really see the profit from a journey of maybe 4-5 crores 5 years back to 330 crores. So a lot of acquisition can happen through the share certificate itself. क्योंकि आपको बैंक में जाके लोन लेके किसी को खरीदने की या टेक ओवर करने की जरूरत नहीं है. You can use your share certificate as a currency. That's the beauty of this. So today we are trying to mortgage in a bank and taking a loan because they are taking a illiquid thing and they're giving you a liquid cash. With that, you are trying to do the business and taking the next level. When your company is doing this, most of the companies are bootstrap. I met a gentleman from Baroda. It has been your own money. We have started 10, 20, 30 years back. Now, if you have to grow the business to a next level, it has to be coming into the capital market. The investor should invest. Then you can take the company to a next orbit. And we have seen not 1 or 2 examples. We have seen so many companies coming with a vision of 10% top line growth and maybe not 10% bottom line. Now the vision after listing has grown from maybe 20% top line, sir, हम 15% से grow करेंगे bottom line. Net I am talking about. That's a vision change when they have. Because वो भी देख सकते हैं कि उनको benefit क्या मिल रही. So compliance आपको समझ में आ गया, आफेली है, डरने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है, totally relaxed है. We are there as a regulator to facilitate you. And merchant banker is there and advisory people are there. So many people are working across India. We have met not less than 5,000 CA and CS across India working towards the SME. So आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा. दिल्ली में बोलेंगे हम 10 नाम दे सकते हैं जहां पे किसी ना किसी को वो कनेक्ट कर देंगे जो आपका काम करके सकते हैं. There is no worry at all. Compliance का. Because it's not your forte. We want compulsory there should be a company secretary on your payroll. That is a guidelines के हिसाब से. So you don't have to go doing compliance. You focus on the business the way you have been focusing, drive the business, get top line, larger top line, good balance sheet sound. The company's growth will be taken care by the market. So people are there to recognize a good, fundamentally strong companies. Valuation will be unlocked into the SME platform. Coming back, what is the benefit we have? That is very important. If you're going to Myntra.com or Azure.com, we see a lot of discounts and all the sales. As a individuals and a human being, we want to see that what is the benefit if you want to do it. So here we are not selling any product or something like it's a concept. It's a platform. We are a regulator. If you list the company, you're going to unlock the value. If you unlock the value, you grow to 1,000, 2,000 crores, we are going to earn the money as a fees. 0.01% is the market cap fees we charge as a BSE. On the BSE-SME platform, BSE charges you 25,000 per annum till the time you are there having a market cap of 25 crores. Above that, possibly 0.01% is the fees we charge for the company which is there in the SME platform. Benefit care. Today I could really see maybe 20 people are sitting here. These people were not known to me 10 minutes back. Today I could really see because Sandeep ji have invited and Vikrant ji has been following up for almost a week's time. Aslam ji was instrumental. He got the benefit of listing. So I was that today the investor is not known to you because they don't know your company's existence. Today they can't see you eye to eye, possibly not through the satellite also. So because you are into the 6.5 crore MSSME company. So when you are listed, possibly you will be 445th company or a 450 company. It becomes easier for them to invest in the company. Firstly, you are getting visible. So what all the money and the investment you are trying to do on the marketing side, आप list कर लीजिए, आपको globally visibility मिल जाएगी. Marketing में ज़्यादा खर्चा करने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी. First benefit is visible. क्योंकि कभी भी हम बोलते हैं कि जंगल में मोर नाचा किसने देखा. So we are trying to bring that thing, the peacock, and making it into the zoo. People are ready to pay the money, 10, 12 rupees. हम रानी बाग में देते हैं, हम देखने जाते हैं. The same way we have to come here, possibly showcase your product and company on the listed space. It becomes easier for the people to accept because they're going to see the transparency. Actual turnover aa raha hai, profit aa raha hai. That is going to create trust. And only one thing sells in the market is trust only. And it's not going to be on your face or anything. We are going to see your balance sheet. Balance sheet shows good profit fundamentals. It is going to increase the trust. Then the investment is going to happen from the investment fraternity. So ये पहला benefit है कि आप visible हो जाइए. Secondly, what all things we have not done it earlier, we are going to do now some compliance. We are going to add on. Then you are going to come out with a balance sheet. It's going to increase your transparency. It has increased a lot of credibility in the bank. So market में credibility आने का वैसे हम लोगों ने देखा काफी company में lot of people are given 100 bips to 200 bips reduction into the interest when they are going for the working capital or a further loan. So that is the second benefit as an entrepreneur you are getting it because it's going to increase the credibility in the market also. Fourth point, what we are trying to do is that we are not able to attract good talents. काफी company में से मैं देख रहा हूँ, I have gone to Baddi, I traveled to Calcutta, even Delhi also. I have listed 4 companies from Delhi. Ridings Engineering from Delhi only, and one is Sharika Enterprises, Ritco Logistics Gurgaon, and one more company, Tiger Logistics, is from Delhi only. And I remember one more company, forgot the name of the company, Influence Appliances, that is from Chandigarh and it's from Baddi. So I could really see most of the public यही बोलते हैं कि sir, I'm not able to get a good labor or a good talented guy because qualified बंदा आता है, they are trying to squeeze me on the salary. We are making profit at a level when they are trying to come on listing this. It is difficult for us to pay the salary. So when you are listed, you can offer stock options. तो आप company का भागीदार बना सकते हैं उनको. Even most of the companies are struggling to get their own siblings into the business. उनको दिखता है कि सर हमको इधर नहीं काम करना है, हमारे business में नहीं काम करना है because we are not understanding it. They want to go for a larger bank, MNC company or L&T, Reliance of the world, Tata of the world, Infosys of the world. So it has been a struggling time for the most of the promoter when they meet personally. They practically tell us their pain points. वो बोलते हैं सर हमारा बच्चे भी नहीं आना चाहते. They want to work internationally or they want to travel abroad. So यहाँ पे क्या है, if you are making them as a partner to the company, you can attract them at a reasonable salary. When you are making me partner, I am going to put more than 100%. It's going to be the growth of the company. So you can put a lock into that. So it's going to be a win-win situation for you. If you are not listed, the unlisted stock doesn't have any value. So probably if you are listed, it becomes your currency. आज इंडियन का मार्केट, इंडिया गवर्नमेंट का क्या करेंसी है, आपका नोट है, बराबर है. तो एज अ प्रोमोटर आपका करेंसी क्या है, आपका शेयर. अभी सोचिए कि गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया व्हाट दे डू इनटू द करेंसी, दे गारंटी द नोट. Governor guarantee the note that I will be giving this money, or if you are giving 500 rupees note, धारक को 500 रुपए का अगर नोट दिया तो पॉसिबली यू टू गिव द 500 रुपीज वर्थ ऑफ गुड्स और 2000 वर्थ ऑफ गुड्स इफ ही इज ऑफरिंग यू 2000 रुपीज नोट. यहाँ पे आप सोचिए यू आर स्ट्रॉगर देन द आरबीआई गवर्नमेंट. मेन रीजन इज दैट यू आर नॉट गारंटिंग एनीथिंग ऑन देयर करेंसी. RBI government is guaranteeing on their currency, Indian government. As a promoter, you are not guaranteeing anything on a currency. You are not giving any guarantee. ये नहीं हम चाहते हैं कि आप गलत काम करें. हम बोल रहे हैं कि 100 रुपया गया और 10 रुपया चला भी गया. Whatever reason, COVID and anything happens, but you are not guaranteeing anything. So equity is considered the safest instrument in the hands of the promoter, riskiest instrument in the hands of the investor. Main reason क्योंकि promoter को पहले पता चलेगा क्या कंपनी में टर्नओवर आएगी, what will be the problem, what is the profit, what is the loss, everything will be known to him before in hand. So riskiest instrument investor के पास क्योंकि उनको बाद में पता चलेगा जब आपका बैलेंस शीट आएगी. So आपको वरी करने की जरूरत नहीं है. If you are listing the company, it is an instrument which has to be used, and a lot of government, state government. I have done a MOU with Maharashtra government, Haryana, done it with West Bengal, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu. They are giving subsidy onto the fees of merchant banking. Most of the government have given 5 lakhs. Tamil Nadu government has given a subsidy of 25 lakhs. Already 2 people have listed from them, and we are getting almost 6 company. We are going to file in next 3 to 6 months. All of them been guaranteed that they are going to pay the money, whatever the 75% of the merchant banking fees. So government is telling all the entrepreneurs to list because they could really see most of the people are getting stuck only because of servicing the EMI of the bank. And जितने promoter हमसे मिलते हैं यही बोलते हैं सर हमको तो लग रहा है एक point के बाद we are only earning to service the loan, paying the GST to the government and paying the salary of the employees. So we want to remove you from the vicious circle which we have created, because we jumped into the vicious circle starting the business, and after a period of the time we are struggling to get out of the vicious circle. So we want you through the session, whatever we can really help you out with the balance sheet and the valuation, we would love to do that. And today Raunak is also there. You can connect him directly also after the session, and we can take both of us together on the Zoom. We can do a session and we can come out with a valuation, fair valuation, which will be comfortable to you. We can list the company and get you fund on the market. Because आज के तारीख में बैंक FD में 7-7.5% मिल रहा है. अभी कोई भी बैंक में जाएगा आप 7.5% में डालेगा, I don't know. Unless until people are very skeptical about the market or very worried or very having lot of apprehension. Otherwise अगर आप देखें 7.25 से अच्छा अगर मार्केट में है, because 7% तो आपका इन्फ्लेशन चालू है. How you are going to create some wealth? जिस तरह इन्होंने बताया म्यूचुअल फंड में डालता हूं. So lot of people are investing into the capital market. Main reason is that they want to beat the inflation. कैपिटल मार्केट में एक थंब रूल रख के आता है इन्वेस्टर, जो मैंने 24 साल सबको बोला हुआ है. जो एफडी का रेट है 7-7.25% या 7.5% पकड़िए, इन्फ्लेशन आज 7% चल रहा है. दे वांट टू बीट, दे कम इनटू द मार्केट. 14% रिटर्न मुझे मिलना चाहिए कैपिटल मार्केट में अगर मैं इन्वेस्ट कर रहा हूं तो. That's one of the reason they come to take a risk and invest into a company. So now we could really see starting 11 years back, it was difficult for us to get a lot of investors. Now we could really see 80 crores, 100 crores volume happening into the SME platform. Now recently I've got a company listed from Chennai 2 months back in April. InnoCase karke, the company got listed at a 81 crores valuation. The first day, the appreciation the investors got from through the platform was more than 80 crores. They got listed almost at 150 crores valuation the first day listing. 99.5% appreciation tha. And I could really see SDFC Bank invested into the particular company InnoCase, which is doing into a branding and reward and recreation. And now we have seen a company from Kolhapur got listed. They got listed on 2018. 25 crores was the issue size. 14 crores have come from Manchester International. Today the company is into global map because unka Manchester International ka balance sheet mein synergy green dikh raha Kolhapur ka, and their balance sheet is having 14 crores from FII funding. So FII funding isliye hua because they got listed and they were visible for the people to invest. They are into a business of foundry business. उनका पहले से कंपनी ग्रुप कंपनी 1983 में लिस्टेड है. When they got listed, we took 3 months for them to analyze. We gave it to a merchant banker. We were following up with them. When they got listed and जब उन्होंने बोला कि सर हमारा 83 में जो कंपनी लिस्टेड है उससे हमारा नाम नहीं हुआ, ये लिस्टिंग के बाद एसएमई में हमको हमारा नाम नहीं हुआ, because it's there in the main board. तो जरूरी आपको है कि राइट टाइम पकड़ना है. Now the regulator is coming to you and explaining the concept. जब रिलायंस और टाटा जाते थे कोई आके एक्सप्लेन नहीं करता, उनको चाहिए तो वो आके करते थे हमारे पास, और 10 बार हम भगाते थे. 11 साल पहले हमने गेम चेंज किया है, where we are trying to go and approach, telling them, explaining them, then we are connecting with the right people in the market where they can get funding also and grow the company to a next level. Because next level of growth, what the government is talking about 5 trillion, 10 trillion will happen through this SME platform only, because most of the company goods what we are trying to see, finished goods देख रहे हैं. अगर आप गाड़ी भी देख रहे हैं, आप फ्रिज भी देख रहे हैं, बहुत सारा जो प्रोडक्ट है आप जैसे एमएसएसएमई बना रहा है और वो कहीं ना कहीं वो पार्ट्स छुपे हुए हैं, बट फाइनल गुड जो है बाहर से दिखती है। तो हमको वो चाहिए कि जो आपकी एक्चुअल वैल्यू है कंपनी की, आपका जो वैल्यू है और एक क्रिएट होना चाहिए, दैट इज व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू अनलॉक through this platform. We want to give that recognition, and we would expect as a regulator to see more Tata, Birla, you talk about Infosys is going to come from this platform. And in maybe next 3 to 5 years, you'll see that happening from this platform itself. So last, not the least, there is a concept into this platform is market making that has been introduced by SEBI. Unique concept only for creating a liquidity window. More will be explained by Ronak. He is the expert on that. इसमें क्या किया हमने कि 75% of the market time from 9:15 to 3:30 it is compulsory for them to create a liquidity window. They have to put a bid on the company which is getting listed. Somebody is coming and buying, they have to put a buy and sell bid. It is compulsory for them to do it, and if they don't do it, there is a penalty to the company also. So this is only on the SME platform. It is not there on the main board of the platform. This is only to create the liquidity and to showcase who are invested into the IPO gets a liquidity window after the IPO to exit also. This is the background about the SME platform. Coming back to the IT platform we were discussing from the Baroda company which we met. This startup platform we started in 2018, wherein we are giving only approval to a company like ITS, artificial intelligence, drone technology, 3D printing, something related to high technology is getting listed. यहाँ पे हमने बहुत ही सिंपल रखा, वी आर नॉट आस्क फॉर एनी 1.5 crores net tangible asset because most of the people are very less asset light companies. Here we asked the company should be in existence for 2 years and the company's net worth should be positive, same like our SME. If the company is not registered under Startup India, we require 1 crore of paid up capital. क्योंकि startup में क्या है कि we have thousands of new startup coming in a week and month. We have more than 2-3 lakh company and now India has become a second or third largest destination for startup. But problem क्या है कि आज खुलता है 10 दिन में बंद भी होता है यहाँ पे. So we want to see that there should be something for the investor to see, something terraform. Startup India registered, there should be something there for the people to feel and there should be a performance. That's the reason we asked for 2 years of performance. We are here also, we are not quantify any turnover, not even a profitability in everything. The company should be positive. Same like the SME platform, we require the company should have a website. Company's share will be dematted. It will be traded into a demat form. The company, before the listing, it has to be compulsory dematted. Then only we will give the approval. And the overall, the process takes 3 months. All the companies 442 have got listed, not more than 3 months of the time. Even the company, like 50 years old company like Evans Electronic listed with us, it took 3 months for them to list the company. That's the efficiency of the system, what we have created and SEBI has created it. And the merchant banker are working in tandem with the overall ecosystem. We could really see more than 50 years company is also listed in 3 months of the time. That's a record time we have seen for most of the company. So this is the liquidity window. I spoken about this, and possibly on the startup platform, we also have the same compliance because it's under the umbrella of SME. So we don't want any litigations against the company, and there should not be any winding up petitions with the company in SME as well as this. This is the simple criteria for the company who wants to list their startup into our BSE startup platform. This is the simple concept we have been selling it. And I am happy to be part of this session with all the people sitting here together. And happy to Sandeep ji also that he had the session for the audience over here in Delhi. And Sandeep ji, I'm really happy and BSE is thankful that you are called us over here to share our experience about the BSE-SME platform. And we would love to come more and more to Delhi. We want more company coming up from Delhi also. Last, I think, few months have been a little difficult. Maybe before that, we have been coming often to Delhi. During the COVID, we stopped it, but now we are coming back. I think Ajay ji is also coming next week to Delhi. I think along with he's going to do an event. Then he's traveling back to Chandigarh. So हमको चाहिए कि यहाँ पे ज़्यादा larger audience है. We want to see more people so that we can reach in one event at least 50 to 100 audience people. It will help us to reach out. We are also traveling almost so many hours in the morning, coming over here. We want to meet maximum people through this seminars. I want you people who have heard us to reach out to your members, friends who are interested to do listing. We'd love to have one Zoom. If it is really lucrative for you and you understand the concept, we are getting a good valuation, we can have one meeting with the merchant banker and we can close the deal. So with this, thanks for listening to me patiently. Probably we'll have question answer session. And I think over to Sandeep ji.
थैंक यू आनंद जी। तिजोरी आपके पास चल के आई है, चाबी आपको देखनी पड़ेगी। आ, बड़ी बोल्ड चीजें निकल के आई हैं इससे। वील हैव सम टाइम टू डिस्कस। कुछ क्वेश्चन भी हमारे पास में, हमारे कुछ मेंबर्स वर्चुअल भी कनेक्टेड हैं। तो आई बिलीव आई विल लेट रोनक से his mindset, and then maybe we can open this for question answer, right? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Hello, am I audible? Yeah. So I've been told that I have to wrap up in 5 to 10 minutes, so I'll make sure I'll do that. Yeah. So what exactly we do at Share India? So most of us sitting out here, I believe that you know Share India, what it does, or you want me to explain it? I'll just take 2 minutes to explain what Share India does. So Share India is one of the company or other first company to get listed on a BSE SME platform as a share broker. Correct. So we raised by then in 2017 we were around 16 crore rupees profit after tax, and we raised 25 crore rupees from the market at a market cap of at the market cap of 100 crore rupees. Right. So what Anand ji also said that आपका equity आपका currency बन जाएगा. That's what Share India learned from BSE SME. Right. We are actually grateful to BSE that it gave us an opportunity to get listed and convert our company into a currency. So what our equity has become now has created what Share India is today. So over a period of time, we took over multiple companies, right? So Total Securities was based in Mumbai. So we took over that company, a complete merger through a share swap. So not even a single penny was, in cash paid to the company for getting merged into it. From 16 crore, we rose to in 2020 around 45 crore rupees PAT. 2021 we rose to 200 crore, and now last year we closed at 330 crore. So this is how the journey has been for Share India as such. So what is the benefit what Share India if you get connected to us? So we are in this segment since 1992 as a share broker. We started the journey of merchant banking in last 7 years, and we have been very active in last couple of years. So this is our team as such. We have one of the gentlemen who is 35 years plus experience in the field of merchant banking. He has done more than 50 IPOs under his leadership, right? These are the criteria what Anand ji has just explained to all of us. So BSE SME में एक ही बेनिफिट आपको मेजर मिल जाएगा. आपका कंप्लायंस का जो सब प्रमोटर का ऐसा होता है, भैया मैं तो धंधा करना जानता हूं, ये सब मेरा काम नहीं है. So SME gives you that liberty that you continue or you focus on your normal day-to-day businesses. Compliance will be taken care of. And we have at Share India, we have got a team of company secretaries and legal team who will help your company secretaries whatever requirements are there to be met with for the exchange listing, right? This is taken care of. Yeah. Like Mr. Anand sir said that 3 महीने में आपका company list हो जाएगा. Let's say we decide to work together from day 0, and by day 90 your company will be listed. So you will be ringing the bell along with Ajay sir and Anand sir at BSC if we come across together within 90 days. This is the power of BSC SME and merchant banker coming together. The reason why I'm here is it is mandatory for any promoter to get associated with a merchant banker. You need a license of category 1 merchant banking from SEBI to come out with an issue of a company. So that's where you need a merchant banker. So this is a journey of SME as a whole. So it is 796 to be precise, 30th June number. These are the number of companies listed on NSE plus BSE. So BSE was a pioneer for SME platform. So the number of companies you can see it's growing year by year. These are the companies which we got listed on the platform. So except one, all the companies are more than double from their listing price. So we believe that if something is left for the investors over the table, the market will always give you a premium. That's where we come out with a valuation at a reasonable level so that the promoter also benefits and the investors in turn will benefit, of course. So this is the journey of Share India. What Anand sir also mentioned, that Share India in 2017 at a 100 crore market cap, we got listed, and we stand at our almost 4,200, 4,300 crore market cap today. It's not that, only Share India has created wealth on the SME platform. There are other 6-7 companies which has, grown 1,000% plus on the SME platform. These are the recent achievers of SME platform. How many times the subscription has taken place and what is the return, what they have got. I can, share this presentation if anybody is interested. And of course, like I said, we can have a Q&A session after this. Yeah, that's it from my side. Most important, what I understood, I have been associated in this industry since 13 years. What I understand is if the promoter is really keen to grow the business, equity market is the only way where he can grow exponentially. सबका लिमिट आ जाएगा, बैंक लिमिट का आ जाएगा, खुद का फंडिंग का लिमिट आ जाएगा. Equity is the only place where you can raise funds every 6 months. I'm not saying that you take the benefit of that eligibility, but at the same time, if you are growing exponentially and funding is the only, sir, equity market or any company, उसका रॉ मटेरियल तो लास्ट में पैसा ही है ना, जितना पैसा डालोगे उतना रिटर्न आपको आएगा. So if you are performing year on year or quarter on quarter, you can come to the capital market every 6 months and can raise funds. We at Share India want to promote these kind of promoters. So earlier we used to go and market Share India के भाई आप आओ आपके list कर दो. Nowadays it's working the other way around. We are getting more and more balance sheets, so we reject more companies. So we are becoming choosy by then. Even exchanges are wanting that quality company should get listed. So we'll open the session for Q&A after this. Yes. On behalf of Share India, I would thank all the investors and promoters sitting here along with BSE. I would also like to thank Mr. Gurmeet Singh and Mr. Vikrant ji for calling me here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ronak. Bottom line समझ में आ गई है. 2012 में 5,200 करोड़ की लिस्टिंग हुई थी, जो 2023 में reached 74,000 crores. So that means investors made money and the companies also made money. Of course, they had the liquidity at no cost, as Mr. Anand mentioned, that equity has got no fixed cost. And of course, they could unlock the value. That is the most important thing. Because if they are bootstrapped for 30 years, 20 years, whatever time, the time to unlock has come because the market has become so liberal, and especially with BSE-SME Exchange, time has come. So now I'll invite you for asking any questions, and those who are connected on the virtual platform. First, I will ask those who are here physically, and then maybe we'll move to the virtual attendees. So please feel free to. Yeah, Mr. Manwani, yes.
Yeah, I have a very specific question to Mr. Chari. You said one of the preconditions to go public on SME platform was that you must be in operation for 3 years. I'm giving an example. If a company is a proprietary company and it meets all the other criteria, but to meet the criteria to go public, you have to first become a public limited company, and that public limited company has come into existence only for last 6 months or perhaps less. But it has a history of more than 3 years as a proprietary company. Will it qualify or will it not qualify?
Yeah, see, क्या होता है कि आपका proprietary company भी जितनी भी आई है, इसमें most of the companies have come on proprietary, partnership firm or a private limited company. So most of the companies have been coming as a proprietary. What the merchant bank does it, they make a slum sale to a new company, which is the listed entity which they are going to create. It will be a slum sale that they are going to sell the company, turn over everything, and they are going to make a business transfer agreement for the company. So the new entity will be listed. Maybe आपका ABC enterprises है, that will be made as a ABC Limited, and they will be getting it from the ROC approval, that company number and name has been approved, then they are going to list the new entity and the track record of this company will be taken over and the company will be listed. So this is the normal process which the merchant banker does it, and most of the companies have got listed has been more from the proprietary and partnership and private limited only.
Can I know how many companies issued the shares and did not get the subscription?
And
Yeah.
Sir, so because of the time constraint, I could not cover my entire presentation. The thing is, on SME platform, all the issues are mandatory underwritten by the merchant banker.
Okay.
So let's take an example. You come out with an IPO of 10 crore rupees, right?
That's right.
On day one, by default, merchant banker will have to be an underwriter. Let's say Sandeep ji comes as an institution and he says that I want to be a part of an underwriter. So we can have a tripartite agreement and he can underwrite, let's say 100% of 85 is the maximum what a third party can underwrite. 15% mandatory I have to underwrite in my books.
Okay.
Right. So if 10 crore rupees is on that particular day, something happens to the stock exchange and you get no subscription, mandatory in my proprietary book, I'll have to fund the company. Issue cannot devolve as such on SME. There have been few cases where there were litigations and all that. Keeping aside few exceptions, issue cannot devolve on SME. Am I right, sir? Yeah.
Supposing we have got a litigation with GST department or some department, do you? Okay.
It's not a major one. It has to be declared on the risk factor of the trading prospect बोलते हैं. उसमें आपको declare करना पड़ेगा unless it's not a very big. ठीक है तो देखना पड़ेगा क्या quantum है क्या intensity है. Legal opinion लेने के बाद वो document file करेंगे, otherwise we will not. They will be well versed with the legal department which he explained. अपनी जगह के legal department बैठ के discuss करेंगे. Our own department listing compliant, then we will answer. If it is very we have not come across any new cases coming up from GST or something, go to the SEBI and ask them. If this is the compliance says that this is the rule book, possibly this company is coming up and then the mistake it will release. SEBI you can take a interpretation call.
That can be discussed.
Sir, and interpretation can be done at our end. Take a call and give up.
Okay.
Sir, if there is a possibility to get a solution to it, and there are no major cases, going on to it, there is a possibility that we can, get some solution to it. We don't promise as such, but if there is a way, we'll find a way, sir, for you.
Tarika Rajinder Paul is my friend.
So I have a question to Mr. Anand. So now, while we say that, I think normally the private companies wanted to unlock by private, the dilution. One side it is a unlocking the value, but other way it is a locking the promoters for a long journey. Is that right?
You're talking about the private equity?
No. The private placement, normally private dilutions and all happens. It is by promoters exit. When it comes to the promoters exit, so normally it is by buyout, right? And that is how the promoters gets a sort of this thing exit, the route. But here, yes, one way it is unlocking the value by the listing the shares, but it is going to be also locking the promoter for a long journey. Am I right? That is the first question.
Okay, you can go with the second also. I can answer the second also.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
So problem क्या है कि sir, we are thinking. देखिए problem क्या आता है कि we go, most of the people are into herd mentality only. Probably whatever the story we see, how many things are going to be 100% truth? What I am telling you, you can see the balance sheet which is uploaded. You can see the number on my website. The balance sheet can be verified on the ROC filing. Everything can be verified. So locking जो आप बोल रहे हैं, see somewhere we are trying to discipline the company also. आप भी जानते हैं the economy has been running parallelly on a different format. ठीक है? So we want them to pay the tax, which are trying to making them from an inorganic sector to an organic sector. We are making them pay the tax, making them show the actual profit, turnover and everything. That is a discipline we are trying to bring on, which I explained to you starting with that visibility कैसे आएगी. अगर आपको पैसे देना है, private equity आएगा, they will be giving you a 3 to 4 page of term sheet. Whether we are as an individuals or Indian very comfortable to give the company wherein they are going to sit on the board and take a decision also. Whether we are comfortable. Agar आप comfortable हैं and the valuation what they are giving it to you, probably you will not be able to get it. I feel individually unbiased, you should go for the private placement or something. Even having said that, it is the theory is that if you are investing at maybe 100 crores of valuation, Somebody should be there in the market, maybe have 200 crores in next 5 years at the time. Somebody should be valuing the company at 5 years down the line at 200 to buy out. Otherwise, they have only one exit option is to list the company and then get exit. So why not do the things? अगर हमको शादी करनी ही है, इधर ही कर लेते हैं ना सर, बाद में भी जाके हमको वही करना है काम. और हमारे पास क्या है कि शादी करने के लिए आपको पंडित जी चाहिए, कैटेगरी 1. रौनक जी आज आए हैं हमारे साथ में, दे आर लाइसेंस टू डू दैट. पंडित जी का काम मैं नहीं कर सकता, इवन बीइंग अ ब्राह्मण. तो वो उनके पास लाइसेंस है, वो करेंगे. तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ काम को आसान करते हैं, टू लुक आउट फॉर द पीपल टू बाय आउट एट अ वैल्यूएशन विच शुड बी कंफर्टेबल टू देम, सेक्टर, मार्केट. हियर यू आर गेटिंग द एसेट क्रिएटेड ऑन योर ओन. तो आप मार्केट में जब भी आप बेचना चाहते हैं, एज ई सेड 6 months डाउन द लाइन, 6 months डाउन द लाइन, यू कैन कम एंड टेक द मनी ऑल्सो. ओवर देयर इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू हैपन इन 6 months डाउन द लाइन. You're taking the money, probably you have to prove the metal of the company is going to grow at this level, because they are going to sit on the board. तो आपका 5 लाख का भी चेक होगा तो somebody from their board will be signing along with that, severally signing करेगा और लिखा होगा आपका agreement में. It is not going to be that much of freedom. The way we are today sitting here and discussing, it will not be that comfortable, because somebody is going to sit on your head and tell you to drive the business. बस ये 20% top line बढ़ना चाहिए and bottom line 15% आना चाहिए. So here there is no free lunch. आप सोच लीजिए कि if you're going to ask money from your relative, first person to refuse will be your relatives and siblings only. यहाँ पे तो पब्लिक आ रही है जो जानती ही नहीं है आपको. They are ready to put the money on the balance sheet because it's coming on the platform, or things are there, but they are trusting you. But somewhere or other they want to see, to safeguard that, we want you to do the compliance. नहीं तो स्टार्टअप में प्रॉब्लम ये होता है कि आज 10 दिन में आप 10 स्टार्टअप रजिस्टर हो रही है, बाद में 50 बंद भी हो रही है. So there is a risk factor to the investors also. As a regulator, we have to safeguard everything. So हम लोग आपको compliance में बांध कर रख रहे हैं. तो हम सिंपल एग्जांपल बोलूं सर, कूड़ादान को हम बोल रहे हैं घर में मत रखिए, बाहर रखिए, क्योंकि वो स्टिंग करेगा, घर पूरा यही होगा. Better to keep the balance sheet very clear, transparent, bring everything. You are unlocking the value also. If you're going to keep 10 crores in your balance sheet, it's going to be 10 crores. If you're showing the 10 crores or 20 crores for the fact which I explained about Knowledge Marine, it has created a 19 crores of net profit. The market cap was 1,000 crores. आप सोचिए कि 10 करोड़ का प्रॉफिट या 20 करोड़ का प्रॉफिट दिखा के 1000 करोड़ का कोई चीज बन सकता है कोई बिजनेस में, बताइए. इट्स ओनली मार्केट, बिकॉज यू आर गेटिंग अ मल्टीप्लेयर इफेक्ट फॉर दैट. 10 क्या है आपने, अगर वो पी मल्टीपल आपका सेक्टर का 40 है, हो सकता है एसएमई 10 मिलेगा. नेक्स्ट 3-5 डाउन द लाइन आपका प्रॉफिट इंक्रीज है, इट विल गेट अलाइन टू द पी. तो आप 10-10 करोड़ का प्रॉफिट दिखाएंगे, टैक्स इज द बर्डन विच यू फील इट. 2.5 करोड़ का आपका टैक्स जाएगा 10 करोड़ दिखाएंगे तो. बट मार्केट कैप इंक्रीज बाय 400 crores बिकॉज 40 इज योर पी मल्टीपल ऑफ द सेक्टर. तो आप सोचिए कि 10 करोड़ पे नहीं दिखा के आप क्या कर रहे हैं, बैलेंस शीट में 10 होगा अनलिस्टेड में, और उसका कोई वैल्यू नहीं, कंपनी का कोई खरीद बेच सकता नहीं, लिक्विडिटी नहीं है. नोबडी वांट्स टू इन्वेस्ट बिकॉज देयर इज नो लिक्विडिटी. इवन एज अ फ्रेंड, इफ आई वांट टू इन्वेस्ट, फर्स्ट थिंग आई विल आस्क, कभी पैसा वापस देगा. इवन इफ योर फ्रेंड वांट्स टू इन्वेस्ट, इवन संदीप जी पैसे कब वापस देंगे. सेकंड सवाल ये होगा कि सर मेरे को रिटर्न क्या मिले. आप बोल सकते सर मैंने 10 रुपए में लिस्ट किया है, इट्स अ लिस्टेड, यू कैन एग्जिट एनी टाइम. यू आर गिविंग अ फर्स्ट कंफर्ट टू देम. पी डील में कोई ना कोई बड़ा आके खरीदना चाहिए, तब तक तो आप 18 महीना 22 महीने का उनका पीरियड है वेयर दे विल इन्वेस्ट, एंड द मोस्ट ऑफ द फंड मैनेजर विल जंप फ्रॉम वन फंड मैनेजर कंपनी टू द अदर कंपनी. देयर इज अ इन्वेस्टमेंट पैटर्न फॉर देम. इतना टाइम में हमको 22 महीने से 24 महीने में इन्वेस्ट करना है. इधर तो यू हैव द सेम टाइप ऑफ फ्रीडम, यू आर नॉट गेटिंग बाइंडिंग, यू आर रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर ऑल द स्टेक होल्डर. वो तो होना ही चाहिए. आज हम मुके हैं कंपनी का, कुछ भी कंपनी में प्रॉब्लम आएगा, यू आर रेस्पॉन्सिबल एज अ प्रोमोटर. द सेम थिंग इज गोइंग टू रन, एंड यू आर टेकन द मनी, यू आर आंसरेबल टू दैट. So nothing that bonding or anything. तो आप सोचिएगा आज तक मार्केट में 100 रुपया गया, 10 रुपया भी गया, इतना न्यूज में कभी नहीं आया. वेल्थ हुआ है, इरोड हुआ है, हम आर्टिकल देखते हैं. यही आपने बैंक में जाके 100 करोड़ का लोन लिया है, दे विल कम एंड जब्त करके लेके जाते हैं. तो यहाँ तो ऐसा कोई नहीं है. सो यहाँ पे क्या कर रहे हैं, आप कागज बेच के पैसा ले रहे हैं. तो ऑल द एसेट्स आर गोइंग टू बी देयर इन द कंपनी, यू आर गोइंग टू एंजॉय द प्रॉफिट, यू आर यूजिंग द प्रॉफिट इन एवरीथिंग फॉर द ग्रोथ ऑफ द कंपनी. सो आपको लिबर्टी भी दी जा रही है, और उसमें हम बोल रहे हैं कि ये फेंस के साथ में काम करना है. It's a win-win situation because you're getting a multiplier effect also. You are getting an exit to the investors, and we have seen companies going from 100 crores to 4,000 crores. This is one of the companies. I've seen almost 178 companies have migrated to the main board from 442. तो अगर सोचे कि माइग्रेट होगा तो क्वार्टरली ऑडिटेड रिजल्ट्स हैं, काम ज्यादा बढ़ेगा, खर्चा भी बढ़ेगा. तो आप सोचे अनऑडिटेड से ऑडिटेड इसलिए जा रहे हैं बिकॉज दे कुड रियली सी कि क्या वेल्थ क्रिएशन हो रही है वहां पे. इसलिए आप वरी मत कीजिएगा, जस्ट थिंक इन योर माइंड. आपको मैं बोल रहा हूं कि समुद्र को दिखाता हूं मैं आई सिट ऑन द 27th फ्लोर ऑफ BSE व्हिच यू सी ऑन दैट. वहां से बहुत ब्यूटीफुल व्यू है. अगर आप BSE आए हैं तो यू आर वेलकम एनी टाइम टू बॉम्बे. वहां का चाय का कॉस्ट 4,500 नहीं होगा, ताज से बेटर चाय मिल जाएगी आपको, फ्री में पिलाऊंगा। बट जितने प्रमोटर आते हैं, मैं पानी को दिखाता हूं, आपको स्विमिंग आती है? प्रिडोमिनेटली पीपल आर लाइक 10-15 ईयर्स एल्डर टू मी। मैं 50 का हूं तो 65 का, तो मोस्टली दे आर फ्रॉम विलेज, गांव। उनको बोलते हैं हाँ आता है हमको, तो मैं समुद्र दिखाते बोलते हैं ना, नहीं सर समुद्र में नहीं कर सकता हूँ। तो मैंने बोला सर आपको 4 बाउंड्री बना कर देता हूँ, कर सकता हूँ स्विमिंग? कर सकता हूँ। दिस 4 बाउंड्री इज योर कंप्लायंस एंड रेगुलेटरी। इसके बाहर जाओगे तो शार्क भी आएगा, ये भी आएगा, मैं नहीं बचा सकता। सो द रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन हैज बीन सेट, यू डोंट हैव टू वरी। वाटर का डेप्थ भी आपको देखने की जरूरत नहीं है, एवरीथिंग विल बी डन बाय अ प्रोफेशनल विच इज कंपलसरी, कंपनी सेक्रेटरी है। आपको जो आज कर रहे हैं बिजनेस, वॉल्यूम, प्रोडक्ट, प्राइसिंग, सेम करना है। Rest of the things will be taken care by the investors and the merchant banker. That's the reason we are keeping advisory people and intermediaries who will help you to handle, because इसमें 3 साल का मार्केट मेकिंग कंपलसरी है। They are going to charge you the fees, क्योंकि आपका लिक्विडिटी जो विंडो करेंगे ये फीस चार्ज करते हैं, तो प्रॉपर हैंड होल्डिंग होगा। आज भी हमारा शारी का पूछिएगा, कभी भी फोन आता है उनका, पांडे जी, हमें नाम याद नहीं आ रहा है, उनका फोन आता है तो मैं अटेंड करता हूँ 10:30 बजे हो, 12 बजे हो, मेरा कोई काम नहीं है। लिस्ट हो गया, फीस आ रहा है कंपनी को, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। समवेयर अदर आई नो ऑफ द फैक्ट दैट कि राजेंद्र कौल जी हमारे इससे बोलने पे किए हैं, तो उनको क्या प्रॉब्लम आ रही है वो समझना, एंड कनेक्ट टू द राइट पर्सन सो दैट वी कैन रिजॉल्व। ये एक सर्विस जैसा आप समझिए, एंड प्रैक्टिकली अगर बोलूं कि 1000 करोड़ हो, 5000 करोड़ हो, ये आपको ही बेनिफिट मिलने वाला है, एंड यू आर गोइंग टू क्रिएट वेल्थ फॉर एवरीबडी। यहाँ पे तो जो आएंगे वो इन्वेस्ट करेंगे, आपको प्राइवेट प्लेसमेंट देंगे, पैसे तो बनेगा, हो सकता है आपको टॉप लाइन में दे देंगे, यहाँ पे प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स में ही होगा। बट ये जर्नी थोड़ा स्लो है, लॉन्ग टर्म में आपको इसमें बेनिफिट जो मिलेगा, ऑल द कंपनी विच आई स्पोक अबाउट द लार्जर नेम्स हैव टेकन द बेनिफिट। आज मेक्का ऑफ कैपिटल मार्केट बीएसई इसलिए बोला जाता है कि 148 इयर्स ओल्ड है, और प्लस एशिया का ओल्डेस्ट बोर्सेस है। आज वॉट एवर द वेल्थ क्रिएशन हैपेंड इन इंडियन इकोनॉमी इज बिकॉज ऑफ बीएसई ओनली। इट स्टार्टेड अंडर द banyan ट्री। तो आपको मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि आपको स्विमिंग भी करने की नहीं पड़ेगी, आपको लाइफ गार्ड दिया जा रहा है। और भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो हम लोग भी बैठे हैं, क्या करना है, आपको कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, वी विल गाइड यू एंड कनेक्ट विद द राइट पीपल, सो आपको वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा। सर सेकंड क्वेश्चन।
Yeah. What is the cost of entry? And what is number one?
I was expecting that.
Number two, also about the running cost. I know. I think you need to open the counter, right?
See, I'll tell you, if you are engaging a company secretary, it's going to give you somewhere in about 300 to 5 lakh rupees. NSDL and CDSL are there. Our fees, I told you, 25 crores till 25,000. It's going to increase when your market cap is going to increase. We are going to charge 0.01%. And remaining, what I could really see, all the costs will be not more than 5 to 7 lakhs will increase recurring expense. If you're keeping a 5 lakh rupees of your company secretary, remaining if you see 1 to 2 lakh is your regulatory compliance and everything. बाकी कोई cost नहीं लगेगा.
What is the cost for the subscription of the shares?
Okay, so listing fees के लिए I think Ronak is there. Let him talk about the merchant banker because he is going to charge you the bomb. He is the right person to comment on that.
So there are two angles of it. One is the merchant banking fees. So we give a comprehensive package as such. It's not like the holiday package as such, but yes, for listing your companies, anywhere the range is 40 to 50 lakh rupees is what normally a merchant banker charges. That includes all the statutory expenses. So mota moti 10 से 12 लाख रुपए तो statutory expense होता है, which includes your CDSL, NSDL charges, BSE charges, the software charges you have to pay for the first time, your registrar fees, banker to the issue, statutory advertisements, all that which is included, the entire DRHP filing, everything inclusive. And we don't take it upfront as such. It is in parts. We take signing fees. Then when we file to the exchange, DRHP, we take the second tranche. The third tranche is on the approval when they give it to us. And on the fourth is the day we will ring the bell together.
Supposing I want to raise 50 crore rupees.
Sir, so we can take that question after this session, sir. The reason why am I saying is, sir, it all depends on what valuation we both agree on. 50 crore is, sir, मुझे भी मेरा घर का 100 करोड़ रुपया चाहिए, पर वो नहीं मिलेगा शायद बाहर से. So as a merchant banker, I'll see your balance sheet as such. If it is really worth it, yes, we can go ahead with it, and we can take a benchmark figure that, for example, you are raising 20 crore rupees from on the SME segment. This will be your fees. So 50 crore का इतना होगा. That way we can put.
हाइपोथेटिकल ले लीजिए और उसका फेयर आइडिया एक बार कि सपोजिंगली 20 करोड़ का अगर है तो उसका अप्रोक्सीमेटली क्या है?
So the fees which are included for compliance part, whether it is 10 crore rupees or let's say 35 crore rupees, right? That ranges in the same level. Only when the fees increases, when the number of times subscription goes abnormal, then the registrar fees and few charges increases. Otherwise, this is the normal rate. 40 to 50 lakh is what a merchant banker charges to you. Sorry, I'll just complete that. And secondly, whatever fundraising we do, let's say we use our investor base in case. This is the insurance premium what you pay to an underwriter, that in case बाजार से पैसा नहीं आएगा तो आप खुद डाल दोगे. So that ranges from 6 to 10%, depending on the company size and the sector which the company is into, and what is the comfort level our investors have it with the company. It's a one-time cost, and everything you don't pay that from out of your pocket. The money which is raised will go to the, let's say we finalize the issue today, next 7 दिन में issue का पैसा आ गया, it will go in the escrow account. From that escrow account, when the money will be transferred to you as a company, before that we take that underwriting fees, because your issue was fully subscribed. That's where the money is lying. Then from that fees, that amount we take our fees, we pay off everything. All the intermediaries, whoever is involved, will give NOC before we release that money to the company's account. This is SEBI or an exchange rule.
महाजन साहब, आपका जो इशू था ना, जो अगर फुली सब्सक्राइब नहीं हुआ तो ये अपना 6% काट के जो आईपीओ का साइज है वो पैसा पूरा आपको दे देगा.
Bang on.
देना 85% जो आएगा उसमें से 6% लेके आपको वापस उसमें आएगा, राइट?
What is 6%? 6%.
अगर आपने 50 करोड़ रुपया रेज किया, अगर मार्केट से, अगर आपका बैलेंस शीट सपोर्ट कर रहा है, तो अभी ये बोल रहे हैं करीब करीब 6 to 10% इनका चार्जेस लगेगा, अंडरराइटिंग फीस. तो अगर रख लीजिए 10% पकड़ रहा हूँ, जस्ट कैलकुलेशन, तो 5 करोड़ का आपका वो जाएगा, तो 45 करोड़ आपका हाथ में मिलेगा. अपार्ट फ्रॉम द 45-50 lakhs इज गोइंग टू चार्ज फॉर द लिस्टिंग फीस, वेयर इट्स गोइंग टू बी 12-15 लाख रुपीस बी स्टेशनरी एंड लिस्टिंग फीस वो लेगा. ये फंडिंग कॉस्ट है. तो टोटल वो बोल रहा है कि 6 से 10% डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द मार्केट. तो हायर एंड पकड़े हैं तो 5 करोड़ का आपका फीस जाएगा. यू विल गेट बैक 45 crores इन योर एस्क्रो अकाउंट आफ्टर डिडक्टिंग ऑल द रिमेनिंग फीस एंड एवरीथिंग. तो ये जो है कि आपका वन टाइम है. अगर आप 50 crores रेज कर रहे हैं तो सेपरेटली आपका कितना इक्विटी शेयर्स क्रिएट हो जाएगा, 150 करोड़ का शेयर्स क्रिएट हो जाएगा. सो अगर आप कॉस्टिंग पकड़ रहे हैं, सो यू हैव टू पुट द कॉस्ट ऑन ओवरऑल शेयर्स व्हिच हैज बीन क्रिएटेड. तो आप 5 करोड़ पे अगर 200 करोड़ में डाल रहे हैं, यू सी द कॉस्ट इज कमिंग गोइंग टू बी लेस, बिकॉज अगर आपने लिस्टिंग ही नहीं की, ये 150 करोड़ का इक्विटी भी आपका क्रिएट नहीं होने वाला. So if you are creating that, I will rather suggest don't keep that mind कि इतना बड़ा cost जा रहा है. You put it as a investment, as a word, because you're going to invest into the company like a plant and machinery, taxation benefit भी ले रहे हैं. Invest करके आप ये shares को बेचने वाले हैं. आप कुछ बना रहे हैं, क्रिएट कर रहे हैं शेयर्स, उसको बेचने वाले हैं. तो बेचने के टाइम पे आप कंपनी को वैल्यू कीजिए, या जो परसेंटेज है अभी आप मत कीजिएगा, क्योंकि आप 5 करोड़ का इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे हैं, 200 करोड़ का कंपनी भी फॉर्म कर रहे हैं आप. भले आपका टर्नओवर 50 करोड़ हो या 100 करोड़ हो, बट यू आर वैल्यूइंग द कंपनी 200 crores, because 50 crores is 25%, because here the compulsory dilution is 26.25, because 5% of 25% market maker is going to subscribe to create that window also. 1.25 is 5% of 25%. तो मिनिमम आपको जो करना है डायल्यूशन 26.25 है. अगर 26% 50 करोड़ है, तो आपका समझ लीजिए कि 200 करोड़ में कंपनी लिस्ट हो रही है. दैट्स अ गुड वैल्यूएशन फॉर द कंपनी एंड फंड रेजिंग पार्ट. सो आप वो कॉस्टिंग में मत जाइएगा, बिकॉज कॉस्टिंग पकड़ेंगे तो आपको बहुत बड़ा लगेगा. बट मैं ओवरऑल बता रहा हूँ, 5 करोड़ को 200 करोड़ में डालिए, क्योंकि 200 करोड़ का शेयर्स आप क्रिएट कर रहे हैं मोटा मोटा. कुछ प्लीज सर.
शेयर मार्केट फॉर ऑलमोस्ट 50 years now.
ठीक है सर.
I have read your stocks in the old stocks.
वेरी नाइस सर.
You spend a lot of time in your old business.
अच्छा, रिंग में आपने किया होगा सर.
It was not late.
या पीजे टावर नहीं था, करेक्ट.
5 years.
यस यस यस.
But as an investor, I never invest in small company, SME or small group. I buy only in blue chip company, other good companies. So who would be shareholders subscribing to my company as journal?
See,
Only who says that my money, I invest the money, gets wiped out.
नहीं, I'll tell you sir. नहीं सर, प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि सर आज आपने बोल दिया 50 करोड़ इतने लोगों के सामने, ठीक है, कोई ना कोई शुरू करता 10-15 करोड़ में, आपने 50 करोड़ बोली है, उतना तो गट्स को अप्रिशिएट करना पड़ेगा आपको, ठीक है ना. तो एक जरूर है कि सर एक गट फीलिंग में भी आप इन्वेस्ट कर दें कंपनी में भी, क्योंकि आपने जब शुरू किया था ना, आपने नहीं सोचा था कि आज तक एग्जिस्ट भी करेगा कंपनी. सो यू आर गोइंग विद अ गुड फेथ ओनली. तो आपको गुड फेथ में ही जाना है. अगर आपका लक है, ये सब चीजें तो आखिरी बात है. अपनी तरह से कोशिश आपने किया, इसलिए आज कंपनी रन कर रही है, ठीक है. आपने सोचिए सर, हमने लाइफ में एक ही रिस्क लिया, वो शादी किया मैंने. आपने 2 रिस्क लिए, एक तो शादी भी किया आपने और कंपनी भी चला रहे हैं. देखिए सर, एज ए इंडिविजुअल इफ यू आस्क मी, मैं तो बोलता हूं कि हम रोटी कपड़ा मकान सही चीज है, यही चीज हमने सीखा है, यही चाहिए हमको भी। अभी जाके हम मंदिर में पूरा दिन बैठो हूँ एज अ ब्राह्मण, मैं पंडित जी हूँ, अगर जाके बैठूंगा ये नहीं मिलने वाला। सो वी तो फील एज अ प्रोमोटर एंटरप्रेन्योर हु आर सिटिंग हियर एमएसएसएमई, दीस पीपल आर टेम्पल, क्योंकि आपके नीचे जो 500 200 1000 लोग काम कर रहे हैं, उनके घर में 4 जन भी है, 4000 5000 लोग को तो हम खाना रोटी कपड़ा मकान प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं। सो वी कुड रियली सी दैट कि आपको पहले वैल्यूएशन अच्छी मिले, अगर आपकी बैलेंस शीट सपोर्ट करिए, वी विल अलाउ टू रेज फंड and they are very good in fundraising. They have a good connect of individual companies as well as the investors base. They'll help you to do that. फर्स्ट थिंग तो वो है। और दूसरी चीज मैं ये बोलूंगा कि आप पहली बात तो डरिए मत ऑन द फी स्ट्रक्चर, वी कैन सिट एंड नेगोशिएट। ये भी दिल्ली में बैठे हैं आप, तो दूर नहीं है, यू कैन सिट एंड नेगोशिएट विद द फीस एंड एवरीथिंग। एंड फीस मत सोचिएगा, उसको इन्वेस्टमेंट सोचिएगा, जिस तरह आपने शुरुआत में डाली थी इन्वेस्टमेंट कंपनी में, वो हिसाब से सोचेंगे तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं आएगी। मार्केट में पहले हमको 500 इन्वेस्टर 1000 लोगों को लेकर आना दिक्कत आ रही थी। आज हमने कंपनी लिस्ट के द्रोणाचार्य करके 35 करोड़ की इशू थी, 6000 करोड़ आया, जितना तो माइन बोर्ड में पैसे नहीं आ रही। तो पीपल आर पुटिंग, आई हैव सीन 2 लाख एप्लीकेशन कमिंग ऑन एसएमई आईपीओ नाउ। एचडीएफसी बैंक कभी देता नहीं था, एफआई फंडिंग नहीं आती थी, एचएनआई अल्ट्रा एचएनआई क्यूआईबीज आर इन्वेस्टिंग इनटू द कंपनी इन एसएमई। डोंट वरी ऑन दैट थिंग, आपको खाली विजिबल कराएंगे। मर्चेंट बैंकर का काम है रोड शो कराना, यू विल गेट लॉट ऑफ पीपल इन्वेस्टिंग इनटू द कंपनी। इन्वेस्टर लेके आने की आपका हेडेक नहीं है, फीस वो चार्ज कर रहे हैं, उनको लेने दीजिएगा।
That needs to be offered, which you rightly said is about.
Sorry, go ahead.
So you rightly said, I think you cleared my question. That was basically what is the minimum equity that needs to be offered? Yeah, or what is the maximum limit? One.
Investors already looking at the company, come to as an angel investor. Company can go for 13, 40 also, but minimum as a regulation 26.25, you have to offer to the public. Public domain for till the time the company exists.
My second question is basically related, is more subjective. Like, why having met about, you said about, you've met about 50,000 companies, and still why we were able to enroll only 500 companies for the SME platform? What holds these people back,
Can I? Recorded same question I was.
See, I'll tell you one thing. तो आज अभी मैं आपने सवाल किया, आप लोगों को फोकस नहीं किया हमारा, बट एटलीस्ट आई जस्ट बताऊंगा whether we are showing actual things on the balance sheet. We are showing everything actual onto the balance sheet.
Yeah, because what you're saying is
Now we have to show when you're listed. Now presently, as a company, you are running a proprietary or a private
it's
limited.
a proprietorship.
So you are showing actual profit and the turnover in the company now.
Yes, we were in excise, we don't, so it makes sense for us,
You are showing the actual profit.
Yeah.
First problem is in the Indian economy is that first thing, they are not showing actual profit in the balance sheet, in the turnover.
I think generally IT companies are all showing actual.
IT is good. Because now they have come a new generation, possibly they understand a little bit that they have to be compliant. They are not that risk.
They're scared of.
Very scared of. That's the thing. Secondary thing क्या है सर कि अगर आप देखें कि predominantly it's a family driven companies. हम लोगों ने कंपनी देखा, just to give a live example, we have a company called from Jaipur. So very important था कि हमने सौरभ गुप्ता जो उनके promoter हैं, he was maybe 32 years old. अजय भाई मिले उनसे और they got convinced. Then after 3 months he didn't come up for listing. Then he approached back in Jaipur. क्या हुआ आपको 2-3 महीना हो गया, आपने क्यों नहीं लिस्ट किया? बोला सर मैं डैडी को कन्विंस नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ। ठीक है, अब मिलाइए। He went and met them on 3.5 months or 4 months of get and met. ठीक है, डैडी को भी कन्विंस कर लिया। बोला यार क्या हुआ, काम शुरू किए। बोला सर हम लोग तो समझ गए, हमारी ताऊ नहीं समझ रही। Like example you can ask him also. तो उन्होंने बोला यार ये ठीक है, अभी आपको समझाना तो उनको अगर मेडिटेशन में मुखिया करता तो we will love to convince him also why we are coming into IPO. तो we had met them and we convinced them. हो गया 6 months, good time. Somebody is following up as a regulator. Earlier तो regulator आते नहीं थे, आपको भगाते थे, आप पूछ नहीं रहे. Then अजय भाई called him up and spoke to him. हम लोग individually समझ गए, collectively हम समझ नहीं पाते. तो उसके बाद हमने क्या किया, जब हम ट्रैवल कर रहे थे एयरपोर्ट में 1 घंटा था, वी वर ट्रैवलिंग टू सिंगापुर फॉर अ कॉन्फ्रेंस एंड टॉकिंग अबाउट द प्लेटफॉर्म. 1 घंटे में कन्विंस किया, दे गॉट लिस्टेड. तो प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि इट्स अ फैमिली रन, एक ढंग से बोलो तो लाला कंपनी जैसे चला रहे हैं, जैसा बैलेंस शीट बनाना हम बना रहे हैं, तो उसी लिए हमको दिक्कत आ रही है. थर्ड थिंग, कंप्लायंस जो है ना, सामने बोला है सर ये करेंगे तो बांध देंगे आप लोग, तो बांधने का काम नहीं है, हम चाहते हैं कि हम डिसिप्लिन हो जाएंगे। आप कंपनी में इन्वेस्टमेंट आ रहा है, somebody is putting money, hard earned money, it should be compliant, then only people can put the money, which is a trust, because only one thing sells in the market is trust only. अगर आप बोलिए, we have spoken about some good brands now during my conversation. Today, I have only one question to all the audience, which is the trusted brand in India which you feel? ट्रस्टेड ब्रांड अगर बोले इंडिया में, किसका नाम आता है आपके माइंड में? 4,800 कंपनियां हैं, 4,800 कंपनियां। आई वर्क विद टाटा म्यूचुअल फंड, आई नो द कंपनी हाउ इट वर्क्स, एंड आई वाज लकी एनफ टू मीट रतन टाटा जी को रिसेंटली 3 and 4 years back. I met him near my office. मुझे पता भी नहीं था वो बाजू में चल रहा है, वो क्रोमा शोरूम है, एंड ऑल द गर्ल्स वर स्टैंडिंग एंड दे वर गोइंग लाइक दिस। मैंने यार इतना बड़ा सेलिब्रिटी मुझे क्यों कर रहा है, बाजू में देखा रतन जी है। Because I have been there on the channels and all, यार इतना तो कोई पहचानता नहीं मेरे ऑफिस के पास। It was Ratan Tata ji, I could happen to meet him and wish him, and I could shook hands. मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ सर, 4,800 कंपनियां हैं, अपार्ट फ्रॉम 6.5 करोड़ कंपनियां हैं, ठीक है। आपने, आपका कंपनी का नाम क्या है सर? आपने अपने कंपनी का नाम भी नहीं बोला। सोचिए कि टाटा लिस्टेड एंटिटी, अभी भी आप बोल रहे हैं लिस्टेड एंटिटी। मैंने पूछा, सवाल सही था, आपने गलत नहीं दिया। मैं बोल रहा हूँ 4,800 कंपनी में से एक ही नाम आता है। I would have done more than 400 seminars, उसमें एक ही नाम आता है। That is the overall aura and the way we have distributed, we are working as an industrialist, that has been showcased and that has raised the confidence of the investors also. तो वो जो है ना सर, ओवर द पीरियड होगी। फिर मैं जाके बोलूँ मैं भी टॉल हूँ, अमिताभ बच्चन जैसा, मुझे भी 8-10 करोड़ रुपए दीजिए, मैं एडवर्टाइजमेंट में आना चाहिए, इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू हैपन। 50 years अमिताभ बच्चन ने दिया है इंडस्ट्री में। सेम वे anybody is going to come to have a vintage legacy, everything will be there. तो आपको क्या है कि वो ओवर द पीरियड क्रिएट होगा ट्रस्ट भी इन्वेस्टर के सामने। उसके लिए हम बोल रहे हैं, अभी आप क्या कर रहे हैं, यू आर प्लेइंग ए गली क्रिकेट। घर के पास रन बना के 50 करोड़ 100 करोड़ का रन बना रहे हैं, बिकॉज बीसीसीआई इज नॉट गोइंग टू रिकॉग्नाइज एंड सेलेक्ट यू इनटू द टीम। रीजन क्या है? उनको वो फॉर्मेट पता नहीं है गली क्रिकेट। दे नो द फॉर्मेट ऑफ द अदर ट्रॉफी, रणजी ट्रॉफी, आईपीएल। वो फॉर्मेट में खेलने से क्या होगा, they can pick you up because they are playing against the best of the player in the world. तो हमको क्या करना है कि एसएमई प्लेटफॉर्म में आते ही इन्वेस्टर पैटर्न को कौन सा प्लेटफॉर्म पता है, अनलिस्टेड नहीं पता, उनको पता है लिस्टेड फॉर्मेट। दे हैव बीन इन्वेस्टिंग फॉर 149 years, 48 years, तो उनको अनलिस्टेड वाला फॉर्मेट पता है। तो हम बोल रहे हैं कि आप गली क्रिकेट छोड़ के लिस्ट कीजिए, प्ले द ड्यूटी ट्रॉफी, रणजी ट्रॉफी फॉर 2 years. When you are really accepted, you migrate to the main goal. That's the beauty of this platform. You want to put it across in a simple format which all the people can understand.
And also one thing, which is very important, whenever we meet company, आज suppose कि वो 5 करोड़ रुपया कमा रहा है ना, तो हम उसको valuation देंगे for argument's sake 10 times your profit after tax, right? So we'll value the company at 50 crore market cap, we'll raise let's say 15 crore at 30% dilution, right? तो उसके माइंडसेट में क्या हो जाता है, फैमिली में डिस्कस करते हैं ना, यार ये तो 10 टाइम दे रहा है, तो नेक्स्ट ईयर तो मेरे को पता है मैं 7 करोड़ रुपया कमाने वाला हूँ, करेक्ट, मैं 2 साल के बाद लिस्ट करूंगा, तो इट्स गेटिंग डिफर्ड। It's not that there is a rejection from the promoters, it's just getting deferred. We beg to differ here. हमको क्या लगता है कि आप आज मार्केट में आ जाओगे ना, तो आपको शायद वैल्यूएशन कम मिलेगा than what you will get 2 years later. But the growth and the branding what you will get after being listed no is beyond imagination. That's what we at Share India has understood.
Okay. Yeah. In 2001, 2011, 2021, sorry, mixed up. We had this session and then we had done some due diligence. Okay. We were told by someone that the underwriters on the background, there are malpractices that they ask for like 25 to 30% discount on your listed price. So, this is like what people told us, that once you're stuck, you started your application, suddenly they'll come back and they'll say that this is the price you can list on, and you're stuck because you can't move forward, you can't move back. At that point of time, they ask for 30% discount on your listed price for placement of shares. So have you heard of these kind of things, Mr. Chari?
Yeah, sir. So what happens here is we at Share India believe that we have a reputation to protect. आपका 25-30 करोड़ रुपया, for example, when we are raising, So everybody will read our name in the DRHP that Share India का issue आ रहा है, right? So when we have our reputation to protect, we will never get into those kind of malpractices. Point number one. And secondly, we are here as an investor as well. So when we are buying 5% of your company in as market maker, we are by default becoming an investor. So that is the level of confidence we are giving to investors in writing that we are also putting our money in, right? And underwriting fees, what I mentioned, 6 to 10% is the normal range which is going on in the market. That is the insurance fee which you are paying to get assured कि भाई इतना मैं ताम झाम कर रहा हूँ, भाई सब अपना काम छोड़ के अभी 3 महीना सिर्फ DRHP फाइलिंग में जितना भी डेटा लगेगा मैं दूंगा, तो I should be assured that whatever my worth is, I will get it. That's the fees. I think Anand sir will take it for that issue what you have.
See, आपने बोला कि I heard actually. So honestly,
I'm talking about like you were presenting, Mr. Javeri is presenting. We're talking about people who presented. We approached them.
see, I have not come across in last 6 years of the time, but maybe earlier case would have been there. I would not really can comment on that. Possibly in this 6 years of the journey with this.
One question.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a discount on the share price by large investors into SME segment? Or you haven't even heard of it?
See, I'll tell you, if the company's profitability, the kind of valuation they are trying to bring in, possibly the investor who are going to invest, they'll be discussing with the merchant banker and the promoter itself. If that would be the discussion, probably will not be there in the purview of that.
Sure.
तो मुझे पता भी नहीं चलेगा because it's going to be a closed interaction with the promoter, merchant banker and the investors who are going to put the money. So ये जरूर मैं बोलूँगा कि discount हो सकते हैं because I'm putting 10 crores of fund and I'm seeking that कि maybe 30% is the return I might expect in next 3 years of the time, 10%. So maybe they are trying to safeguard their interest.
No, is there a legal framework for these discounts or?
No.
they are-
I don't think so. It's a market we are talking
So,
about,
I
a
mean,
gray
that is
market.
something Probably you need to invest some time and see because
See-
we dropped it.
See, as a regulator, we have been regulated by SEBI. So everything will be regulated by SEBI. Possibly we as an exchange will be ruled by SEBI. So anything will be there. We'll be bringing it to the notice of the exchange as well as the Security Exchange Board of India also. So maybe if any would have been a larger case, it would have been brought to the notice of SEBI. In last 6 years, I have not come across this, but if at all, like you are saying this, I can take this feedback and possibly in future, possibly if I interact with some officials, we'll put it across to them.
Qualify. We were told that either you can get your own investors
Uh-huh.
or there would be like a discount on the market price,
Okay.
whatever. So, I mean, if you really want to get listed, we wanted to get listed for ESOPs
Okay,
to our employees.
sure.
So they said you get your own investors, so then that's fine. 50 lakhs is
Just
going
to
be the cost.
interrupt in between,
Yeah.
what is the revenue we are trying to make and what profit?
Well, we have about
Approximate you can quote.
40 crores.
And what is the
about
profit
10
onto the book?
10%.
Profit after tax?
We on book and without book is the same for us,
Okay.
10%.
10%, 4 crores.
Yeah.
And what is the valuation we were trying to bring it on that day? If at
Well,
all,
we didn't proceed because we were advised by multiple people that you'll get stuck in between.
okay, what is the fundraising you require now? Looking at the balance
About
sheet, what is
20
the
crores.
20 crores. So what we can do is that let's see the sector, understand the products and all. Ronak is there. We can discuss after the session.
Sure.
We can discuss and deliberate on that whether we can do it. Most probably not 20. If at all, it can be 18, 70. We have to come to a conclusion.
Sure.
Because we have to see the appetite of the investors, sector, growth potential, and everything. Because somebody is putting money, we have to give a fair relation to you, which I told you earlier. Then the investor also should earn. So we can do that thing. Don't worry on that part.
Yeah, I have two quick questions to Ronak. One is, how does one decide whether one should go to the main platform or SME platform? That is question number one. And the question number two is, no, not really. The question number two is, and what are the advantages of going on to raise funds? What are the advantages of going on an SME platform versus private equity funding?
So to answer the first question, the criteria, the eligibility criteria for SME and main board are altogether different, right? So let's take an example. You still want to have that, what sir said, that gully cricket अभी भी खेलना है, तो बड़ा company भी होगा, तो it is eligible on the SME platform. So you can get listed on the SME platform. 2 years is the minimum period what BSE asks for. So you can play that gully cricket for 2 years and then migrate to the main board after meeting the criteria of the main board, right? Alternatively, there is no major difference के यहाँ पे से इतना पैसा आएगा, यहाँ पे से the valuation, perceived valuation on the main board is considered के यहाँ पे मेरे को valuation ज़्यादा मिलेगा. It's a perceived valuation. I'm using that word. The difference between main board and SME platform is SME platform पे lot size में trade होगा और main board पे you can buy one Reliance and sell Reliance, one Reliance. If let's say your company's name is ABC Limited, which is listed on SME platform, and for argument's sake, assume 100 rupees is the quoted price, तो minimum 1000 का lot होगा. As far as their eligibility is concerned, 1 lakh रुपए का minimum lot होगा. That is the only difference. After 2 years, you take the training on SME platform and migrate to the main board.
Is there a market capitalization criteria?
So there is no market capitalization criteria. 25 करोड़ के नीचे का आपका पेड अप कैपिटल होना चाहिए तो आप एसएमई पे आ सकते हो. So in that last 3 years का operational level पे profit 15 करोड़ का average होना चाहिए. Yeah, right. If that is not met, then you can still come out with an IPO, but उसमें QIB का 75% subscription होना चाहिए. Yeah.
And the second question?
So the difference what you ask is there is no major difference. So today,
Second question was, what is the advantage of SME platform versus private equity funding to raise funds?
sir, private
No, no, no.
private equity is SME.
In fact, private equity will have those advantages that I don't need to go become a public limited company, so my compliances are much less.
Sir, they will take your board seat. If they are funding as private equity, they will take your board seat. अपना CFO बिठा देगा वो.
That can be negotiated.
Yeah.
So, maybe
I
last
have just one
question
question.
because we're already running late.
So just last question, please. What is the factors which determine the gray market price apart from balance sheet and the sector?
See, देखिए कि कंपनी का ग्रोथ होना जरूरी है. There should be a growth potential to the company that is going to give value proposition. If the growth potentials are good and that looks to be a rosy picture next 3 to 5 years, there is going to be a good sector also, rising sector hai, automatically the valuation goes up and up. And main thing will be a profit only because that is going to be a deciding bottom line. But if the sector is going to do good, इसमें क्या मार्केट जब चलती है गधा भी चलता है घोड़ा भी चलता है. ठीक है ना. तो उस हिसाब से अगर आप देखेंगे आपकी पोटेंशियल अच्छी है, ग्रोथ पोटेंशियल अच्छी है, द सेक्टर इज गुड, यू आर गोइंग टू बी वैल्यूड हायर देन द नॉर्मल कंपनीज. The first thing is going to be your balance sheet fundamentals only. Second is going to be the sector if it's going to be having a growth potential. That is the two deciding factor which I have observed. And more market sentiment is very important. If the global market is melting down and possibly you're coming with a very good balance sheet also, it's going to be very difficult for you to raise funds. So it's going to be a 3 factor, which is going to be market sentiments first time when you're coming out. Second thing is going to be a fundamental to raise the funds. Third is the growth potential of the particular sector. तो आपका कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है. इस तरह KNEW मैंने बताया आपको 37 का 1100 रुपया हुआ. मेन रीजन द सेक्टर हैज बीन गुड, दे हैव बीन गेटिंग गुड ऑर्डर. Profit from 6 crores went to 20, 20 to 46. So that's the potential. They have seen it and people have seen it. They start believing it, created a trust. Now everybody started investing. Larger investors, prudent investors started investing in the company. तो ये normally होता है. आपको कुछ ये करने की जरूरत नहीं है. आपका बैलेंस शीट देख के पैसा अपने आप आएगा. तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं आएगी आपको.
So sentiments कैसे
सेंटिमेंट्स आप कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते हैं. अभी आज मार्केट डाउन था, 450 पॉइंट डाउन था. अभी क्लोजिंग मैंने नहीं देखा, 300 पॉइंट्स तो मैंने देखा था. When you are listed, it's going to be integrated globally. If the sector is doing good, possibly the company falls from 10 to 9.5. Maybe the sector is not doing well and there is a problem into the sector. It's going to relate with global oil or a gold price or something like that. It will have a larger impact. So अगर आप उतना impacted नहीं है वो सेक्टर से या इवेंट जो फॉलो हुआ है आज, there will not be impact into the price also. तो मेन थिंग है कि आपका बैलेंस शीट शेयर होगा तो आपको वैल्यू भी उतना ही वैल्यू मिलने वाला है. तो आज नहीं होगा मार्केट मेल्ट डाउन में, आगे जगह 3 months, 4 months, 1 year, 2 years down the line, it is going to align and people are going to invest in the company. जिस तरह ITC आपने देखा होगा इतने साल चला नहीं था, suddenly it has started. लॉकडाउन में सबसे ज्यादा प्रोडक्ट उसी के बिके भी हैं. तो यही है कि साइक्लिक रहता है, तो उसमें आपका साइकिल में आ जाएगा, तो कोई वरी करने की जरूरत नहीं. तो वो वैल्यू अपने आप अनलॉक है. Nobody has thought that today 11.5 crores valuation listed entity Reliance today is valued at more than 22 lakh crores. किसने सोचा थोड़ी होगा इतना बड़ा जर्नी होगा. वो भी उस टाइम पे सोच रहे हैं कि 5,000 करोड़ हो जाएगा कंपनी, बड़ी बात है. So you don't worry on that valuation, market price, what. आप अपना बिजनेस करते जाइए, show the actual profit, turnover and everything. Be compliant. then you see the this magic into the market.
Choose the wrong reliance. He chose wrong reliance. Choose wrong reliance.
Now you're taking wrong reliance. That time somebody promoted that only, no? Isn't it? Somebody like you only promoted only enough money.
Sir, but it is
You
about
got money and got
saying out of 4,800 companies, few of the companies, see, sir, सब जगह पे problem तो रहता ही है. You also know it.
See, everybody is going to be Sachin Tendulkar, no? Then we will not see the match. ये interesting नहीं रहने वाला. और लाइफ में भी एक साथ आप ग्रो कर रहे हो नहीं करते हो. सब लोग जो बाहर रहते हैं फॉरेन कंट्री को मतलब पैसे की कमी नहीं है. Who will come and attend this type of sessions? Somewhere or other we also know it's going to be up and down. आज भी हम बता देंगे ऊपर नीचे है. ये ऊपर नीचे रहने में थोड़ा मजा है. थोड़ा दर्द, थोड़ा गेन, थोड़ा पेन, थोड़ा गेन. इसी में मजा भी आता है. इसलिए हम आते भी रोते हुए, कोई बच्चा हंसते हुए आते हुए देखा नहीं है. और हमको क्या है, जब से बचपन में रोते हुए आते हैं ना, तो हमारी रोने की आदत बन जाती है. कहीं कुछ होता है, अरे यार ये प्रॉब्लम है यार, ये गवर्नमेंट ऐसे कर रही है. ऐसा नहीं होता. हम क्या कर रहे हैं गवर्नमेंट एज ए एक्सचेंज रोड सैट आइडल ऑल्सो. हम लोग कोशिश यही कर रहे हैं कि हम रीच करें 10,000 लोगों को नहीं, हम 50,000 लोगों को लेने के बाद सोचे क्या पेन पॉइंट. एक जन 8-8 घंटा करने के बाद में भी नहीं करता है. फाइलिंग के टाइम आके बोलता है नहीं करना है. कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम आता है, फैमिली में डिफरेंसेस, लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स कैन हैपन व्हिच इज नॉट कंट्रोल. वी वांट टू रीच आउट टू द पीपल हु कैन अंडरस्टैंड द वैल्यू प्रोपोजिशन. वी वांट अस टू कम बिकॉज़ ये आए हैं, तैर नहीं पाए तो भी दिक्कत हमारे लिए से.
तो हाई रिस्क हाई रिवार्ड वो तो पता ही है हमें. एनीवे आई थिंक इट वाज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग सेशन. और आनंद जी की बात सुन के आनंद बहुत आया. I believe that we'll have continued session, more of such sessions with you. And thank you so much, Ronak. I really look forward कि हम में से कुछ जल्दी BSE की SME IPO पे लिस्ट हों और we'll gain the first hand experience. बात तो हुई 2 बार, अब practical करने का time है. With this, I would once again convey thanks to each one of you, and especially thanks to. Huh? Okay, so yeah. I will now request Mr. V. Sagar to present the memento to Mr. Anand Chari, EGM, BSE, SME and Startups. I'll request Mr. Gurmeet Singh to present memento to Mr. Ronak Javeri, Vice President, Shirindi. Thank you so much. And we now have to move to another session, next session. We are already late. So with this, we conclude this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Anand. Thank you, Mr. Ronak. We now start with our second session, IT opportunities in